Yeah, it's like 15 to 20 point bounces off of these big orders getting filled, and then we just continue lower. It reminds me a lot of the was it Monday we were trading, Jack, and we said this is just annoying price action, where
Yeah,
it was going lower
many
and it just
days.
took forever. This,
Yep.
yeah, every day.
Daily.
We got the VIX dumping here. Looks like
I was just looking at the
VIX
VIX.
dropping fast.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I was just looking at the VIX. Yeah, 25. Last print in the VIX. Volatility index.
And we're still up on the day.
Yeah, it is okay.
Nice.
There's a VIX of the VIX. Found that out about a year ago.
Really?
The volatility of the volatility. Yes. What?
That's like leverage on leverage.
Who asked for that? But anyways, yep, there's a VIX in the VIX. 19,540. These are day lows in the NASDAQ. Overnight low in the NASDAQ. 19,000.
Oh my God, he went over there without me.
In terms of the day, New York / these are lows in NASDAQ.
Okay, so let's get back in the game.
Is the house still long crude?
Let's get back
so.
in the game. Look at this.
House is long crude. House is still long crude. Like Hoke said, we're holding on to
Bad.
this one.
5,
We're not
5, 4,
You're not
5,
How far is it in your
4,
favor?
5. That seems to be my
1 second. Let me pull it back up.
what I got to work on.
Yeah, just about 40 ticks.
Nice trade.
We're right at 2 to 1 hour right now. But yeah, when the hammer came down, when
72%
they dropped
long.
that bomb. When the hammer came down on the crude, it came within just a couple ticks of hitting our stop.
Close, man.
No reason not to hang on to it now, right?
Right.
Yeah, no heat, no meat. I mean, basically what Jack said. So we took the heat.
That's right.
That's gonna become a thing. That's gonna become a thing now.
Hey, NQ1000 lot. Where's it at?
NQ1000. I don't see that.
5670, 50. I don't see it. Colin Brown.
Order filled.
All right. Good sign right there.
67s. I don't see it.
So we got 5 minutes on this. It's not going to go that way. It's definitely come down, and it's going to come down to what do we have? What do we have?
587.
518.
Lower.
So it's about 11. We're going to 500s to start. Where is 500? 512.
Did not see that
Well,
thousand.
Jace Jones says, "Why are we not only looking for sells? I've been looking for shorts, taking a couple here and there, taking profits as I see them. But if you see a short, take it.
I like that.
It's been the right trade so far.
Let's make 500 bucks.
I think
Okay.
there's still some more room down.
Let's make 500 bucks.
Yeah,
We're gonna
there
add
is. We'll get
about
stopped out in this, but we took the risk.
2.
Jaded trader right there. Exactly.
Well, we're gonna
4.3%
pick
on the
and
10-year.
choose our 2.
We see that 4.31 at some point today.
We got 40 on the clock.
We're selling here in the S&Ps. These are New York lows, 55.85. NASDAQ seeing a little bit of
order filled.
Here we go.
Trying to.
That's good.
This
I
is the
something
level
to
of
yeah.
support, and if we break through it, then the next level is going to be, I mean, 50,
good.
60
Oh,
points
even
down
better.
from there.
It's
But
coming back to the
this
50s.
is London
Come
session
on, Ted.
support.
Come on, come on. We need 2 more.
Micros. Thank you. That was on the micros.
Long in the practice account
It's
here.
going
Not
down.
long
It's
in
going to the
NASDAQ practice
500s.
account. 48.
It's going for our 500s.
Trump's going to be meeting
Tick,
with
tick, tick, trader.
Risk 27 points. Risk 27 points on
There
this
we
one.
go.
Yeah, there we go. It's just the grind lower. 55.83. New York lows overnight. We're starting
Straight
to pick up.
down.
What did we say?
Yeah, now we're
502.
starting to pick up
Now we're
some selling.
breaking through that.
502. It seems to be
Going
hard to
towards the
get that.
55.50
So let's be
SPX.
clear. Let's get about
GD, if you're there,
370.
failed upside auction. Order filled.
Damn.
Got a long way to wait
That
for
was
it.
quick. So since you did
want
that,
price to mainly hold
now
above
we
the
need to
high
get
and
you
low.
back. Come on, come on.
753 if they're there.
We got what? 3 minutes to
I'm
get to
listening, Big Phil.
500. Yeah, we're already here.
Order
New
filled.
lows.
Eh.
These
Oh, did I
Well.
say it wrong?
19,500 incoming. What's up,
Yeah,
Hogue?
Oh,
that's
because
what I'm talking.
took the rally sweater off.
The market listened. They felt
Mhm.
it. Settlement test in ES. The 77 soup.
There it is. There it
Yeah,
is.
we broke through
77s.
that.
Yep.
Yeah, Jay, I seen that. Mo says practice account should not be allowed on trading on TopStep TV. Well, I was trading my live. I'm locked out. So you want me to just sit here and stare at the screen for the rest of the session? No, I'm gonna practice. I'm gonna practice. Same thing yesterday. If you don't feel comfortable in the market, or if you're done trading your live account, then it's okay to practice.
Yep. And
Settlement
I
test.
think what's more important
Order
Mo, is
filled.
what account you're trading.
Yeah, let's focus on the price action here.
Jack, you still want? Are we
Alright,
still
so-
long in the house?
No. I thought I said it out loud. We got stopped, so we lost $1,000 on that.
Oh,
Once again, fine.
Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh.
We
Okay.
rejected below 500s.
40
Nice
points.
bounce off a settlement there.
Sure was.
Yeah. Makes me want to see where I
right. The settlement in the S&P.
Yep. And when we test settle once, very often we will not test it again. Do we see that for now? Hoop, yeah. Settlement bounce for now.
Order
If we
filled.
see it,
Yeah.
It'll test one, not just once. Give it a shot again if we want to do it here. If 19,537 bottomed out at 501s, so about a 40 pop in the NASDAQ. So about a 7-point pop, 8-point pop in the S&Ps when we tested settlement at 55.77.
Order filled.
I want to see us go back down to these
Ow.
480s.
Just a lead balloon down. Just over there. I know what you're talking about. Just
Yeah, it's getting cooked.
Sold. It's just sold.
Mag 7 is still
Check.
all up on the day except for Apple, our counter trend.
Apple counter trend.
Nvidia up nearly 5%. Tesla up 5.7%. But they've been
haven't seen any
getting
more-
hammered the hardest.
Ed, you're
We
onto
haven't
something.
seen those 1,000 lots come back into the market anymore.
We haven't.
You got a 115 bid at 510s.
I see that.
In the NASDAQ.
At
100,
510.
115 at 510.
Those seem so small, Jay, after what we go through
Yeah, really.
with the 1,000 and 600 and
Right.
100 lot used to be big, right? We was
It
saying like, oh wow, that's important.
Jay,
Now
say it like this: 510 for 100.
510 for 100. There we go. All right. I got to
510 for
practice in the mirror.
116.
Saying price for quantity.
Price for quantity. 510 for 100. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Thanks, Hope.
yeah.
Yeah, that just seems so weird.
Man, when I
It's
had to
just
yell that shit in the
so
pits,
unnatural.
I was so nervous. Yeah, I was so nervous when I had to do that as a young clerk.
So why isn't it not 100 for 510?
Well, it's
Because you go
easier
quantity.
on the phone. So like
Oh,
anytime you're buying, I don't even know how to do the hand signals or anything. I was never on the floor. But if someone was talking on the phone, you knew that if they said the price first, it was a buy, pay X or Y. And you knew if they said sell the quantity first, it was a sell 5 at. So you were listening for pay for or sell at least how we did it.
Yep.
On at.
And
Price for quantity, quantity at price. Buys, price for quantity.
You'll
Pay
club the
50
chat.
for one.
50 for one, 50 on one,
Sells.
54 one.
1 at 60.
Claude,
Order
micro saved
filled.
me from a big loss. There you go, Claude. Well done.
Nice.
In the Deutschmark pit, we used to, when the markets were slow and somebody'd want like a 50 on 10, I'd say, hey, Singletary on 10.
Okay, that's just making things way too complicated. What if they didn't know who Mike Singletary was? Samurai
Back in
Mike.
the
What if
day,
they didn't know who
everybody-
Samurai
yes,
Mike was?
Samurai
Like,
Mike.
what the
Well, everybody
hell?
knew who Singletary was.
Yeah.
Singletary on a Tarkington.
Oh gosh.
Nicknames
Have a
for
little fun with
nicknames.
that.
Good luck without trades after that. He says,
Ah,
Order
pretty
filled.
good with that.
I believe it. All right, still just about to test some new lows. Again, here's the settlement test. Test it twice. 55.76.
Order filled.
Tapping on some new lows. Just put in there. There you go. There's your test to settle twice. Hoop.
Mega Michael had a question. What was the reason for the the purpose of the phone calls? Those are the trading desks that would call down on the floor. Who's calling you? You'd have your phone clerks on the floor, your pit clerks with the ARB, and it'd be these the big desks, the trading desks would call down. That's who would call you on the floor.
Off floor.
And it was
traders placing orders.
slightly different for us. We got phone calls because the treasury market trades 23 hours per day. So the books would trade around the clock. You wouldn't be there the whole time. So somebody would be a night guy. And so you'd call them to see what your position was doing, what you wanted to amend and stuff like that. So just basically to give orders and ask about spoos.
Spoos.
Ask about spoos.
Spoos trading. Hey, boss, we don't trade spoos. I don't give a damn. What are spoos trading? Good old late night calls. Working the
One of the bigger
overnights, Jack.
markets. I mean,
Traders
it
were
was 25
calling it.
$25 a tick in the pit. That was big.
72% long
That
gold
was-
right now. Gold's creeping higher. 29.25 there. Overnight high 29.29. Failed downside auction. Hit pivot at 29.11. Coach Vince.
Yep.
Yeah, Andre said 72% long, 72 in the money. Average price 29, 22.12.
Nice.
So taking some profit right now.
S&P's feeling heavy again. Point off the lows.
Been trying to hold these 520s, Jay.
Jack says the Mag 7 is doing a good job holding up that NASDAQ.
We're just flat settlement, obviously, on the ES right now. NASDAQ
Yep.
up, but that's probably because
New lows.
bigger weights of those mega cap techs.
New lows Dow, new lows S&Ps. Slowly, though. Yeah, it's just this orderly sell-off we've been seeing.
Yeah, if I'm looking at the S&Ps, it could just turn around here right at settlement, keep the day green. I'm looking at potential downside targets 55, 50, really, before I feel comfortable buying this.
Yeah, that's the next bet.
Order filled.
55,
Yep.
50. Or maybe a little bit ahead, 55.50 in the SPX.
So like 60 maybe, Jack.
It's closer
Huh.
now. We're almost it's like 55 or something. I think there's like a 5 or 6 point difference right now.
Mm.
561.
Yeah, about 5
7%
points.
Off March all-time high.
Pull up in the chat.
Not
Do you
the
get more
ones
tilted?
looking at it.
Pull up the chat. Do you get more tilted going into
Order
the red or
filled.
cutting a win or two short? Ooh, going into the red. I'll say for myself.
Mine's cutting a winner too short.
Really?
It is.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Okay.
Yeah. The reason being is because I have such a low win percentage.
Yep.
And like I'll lose say 7 out of 10 times, and then one winner typically makes up for a lot of a string of losses, like paper cut, and then I have a decent trade setup, and it makes up for the profit. If I cut that one trade short, I mean I might as well. Yeah, that's as bad as. Yeah, for me anyway. Emotionally, it's hard. It's difficult. It's like, man,
I can see why.
I don't
With
get
your
very
chef.
many good winning trades. When I do, I don't want to cut it short.
He's built different.
He's built different. Different indeed.
Yeah, for me, it's calling out a trade, watching it do exactly what you expected it to do, and taking 10% of the move. For example, that I short at 56.09 and called out a settlement test, and I think I took 6 points out of that. Similar thing happened on Monday. Dakota, I know we were both up on Monday after fast markets. and then wound up giving back profits on the day. I rewatched that fast markets and got short from 56.90, and that was the 4% down day on the S&P, and said I think we could get a test of 5600. When we got that test of 5600 and I took 8 points, that puts me on tilt 100%.
You get that. The ultimate tilt shouldn't happen. Going from a big green day and turning it into a red day.
Yep.
No. It happens though. It happens to the best of us. Like Dolby said, well, the worst positions to, not worst, precarious positions to be in is when you're down, I don't know, $400 on the day, like on one trade away from going scratch on the day. And then it just snowballs.
Yeah.
It snowballs into, I'm down $3,000 now.
Just one more trade. One more trade, man. I posted that on Monday. I talked about it. Sometimes that's what it is. You just think like, oh my gosh, I've been chopped up. You don't want to take a loss. Just one more trade will either get you back to break even, or just one more decent setup and you just get smacked.
Well, I'll never have a profit target again on a daily basis. Yet within 2 ticks of it, you got to take that next trade, and if that's a loss, that trigger. Oh, got to get that back now. Oh, got to get those 2 back.
We go poll results. I like that poll question. I like that one, Dolby. 66% going into the red gets them more tilted. Actually, they both get us tilted is the real answer. But what more? Yeah, red.
All right.
Yeah, 12 points off.
Held up there.
Yeah, it did. You sell into this. Do we see if there's more conviction? Is this a 3-bar reversal, Dakota?
I know. I've been trying to buy this down here, and I've been getting paper cuts, and this is a good example. Now, I'm just working on my strategy in a demo account, and finally caught a piece of this dang thing.
See what Dakota's doing. It's on the big board for a reason. You see what he's doing. He's working with micros. Stop doing the live. Now moved into a practice account. Adjusting. Real time. There's no mulligans. Adjusting strategy all the time. Remember Dakota,
Order filled.
December. Adjusted the strategy. Had a nice January. He's constantly adapting on the fly. Look at this oil. Up and to the right, Hogue. JD. $67.66.
Shh.
I know. Sorry, my bad. Don't look now. All right, look at the other markets. Look at gold. Look at YM. Don't look at that damn crude. Shit, my bad. Do not turn around on us. Please do not turn around. 55, 84.
It's holding above the IB high if we open the next 30-minute bar. That'll leave single TPOs. That'll be encouraging.
Yeah, I'm long from 522. This is one of those trades. This is the good example. This is where I'd get very upset if I cut this trade short, right? If I cut this for 10, 15, 20 points with a profit, and this is a runner. If we could run up to these 600s again, back where we broke down through this level, which I'm looking for this market to return to these 600s, maybe 590s, 600s. Maybe we can come up and test 608s. And if I can catch this, right, and say, hey, this is a decent setup, I took paper cuts on the way down or throughout this chop or consolidation, and then when I do catch that move that I've been looking for, and then I cut it short, like that's breaking your process. And then as soon as I break my process, I'm just like, gosh, I feel like
order filled.
I get on tilt, and I seen some traders in the chat say, I never see Dakota on tilt. I'm pretty good at just holding it in, right? Just stuffing those emotions deep down, turn off the camera, and then I just go let it out.
That'll hurt you eventually.
Yep.
Gotta let it go.
The driving range is for Dakota.
Blood pressure.
Yeah, that's what the driving range is for. Go let that aggression out.
I got my golf clubs cleaned up, Andre.
It's a good feeling. Golf right around the corner. Masters is in less than a month now. Spring is spring is near. Hello, friends. 55.78 last trade in the ES. The longs, gave it a shot. Coach, you play. I know you played Saturday hoop. You live in Arizona. You can play whenever. Hoop.
It's nothing special.
Yeah, yeah. Any day that ends in Y hoop, you can play golf.
Let's hit a couple quick news stories.
Let's do it.
It seems with this market sell-off, nobody's having too much fun. So these are just bare bones. What would you call it? Just basic, down to earth news of the financial variety. All right, we had CPI today, 4.2% month over month. The biggest beneficiaries were car insurance.
Order filled.
I believe were down 4%. Shelter. Food remained constant, but eggs were up 10%. So there could be some relief there. And that was why the news was taken so bullishly initially off the algos. That's, of course, all been retraced and then some right now as we are back to settlement in the ES. To look at a little longer here, this is the U.S. stock market versus world stocks since the beginning of the year. And you can see for the first time in a long time, the U.S. has been underperforming. We have some specific risks going on, some more uncertainty. If you were to run this back a while, though, the U.S. equity market is... Anyone who has owned emerging market stocks knows that the U.S. market has been the juggernaut of everything. So there's a lot more to go, but it's been interesting to see this divergence so far from our man, Muhammad El-Arian.
Hey.
That's all I got for now. We're pushing new lows.
You with PIMCO still,
NASDAQ,
Jack?
We're going lower.
I don't think so.
Get this bull off
Bond
my
King.
background. Get this
His boy
bull
Bill.
off
What
it.
was Bill's name?
We're getting that bull out. Get
Gross.
that out of here.
Yeah. Ugh, Dakota.
Get that out of here. Market's just
cannot hold a bid. 55.71 new lows in the ES. $19 are beneath the 500s now in the NASDAQ. 19,488 new lows just put in Dow. Dow is just new gig. Okay, thank you, Trading Strategies. Gold new highs.
Bill Gross. Gunlock.
Oh, yeah. PIMCO. PIMCO spoke.
He had a desk.
Failed downside auction fades to the other extreme.
All right, I'm short a micro NASDAQ. I'm going to try to trade this down to settlement. Same thing, not going to risk more than $300. So I'm short one. Going to try to add to this if I can on a pop back up to 515 potentially.
Nice trade, Jay.
I'm short from 90 quarter.
Ride this thing. 90 quarter?
Dang.
Yeah.
Just quick. Quick banger.
Michael Burry.
Jack. New lows. Getting a little heavy here. Jack. NASDAQ new lows. Dow is just dragging. All right. 55.68. New lows put it in on the ES. 19,469 new lows. NASDAQ. Nothing on the tilt. Vince. Short cover. Little short cover.
Open the next 30-minute bar above the IB high in crude oil. As long as we hold that IB high, we're holding long.
We're good, right, Hogue?
Yes.
So will the seller become more accelerated, more pronounced? It's one of these orderly sell-offs we've seen this week, even down 5%, down 4.7% on Monday. Wasn't panic selling.
We're still green. We're still green here in the NASDAQ.
Thank you, Dakota. Good perspective
Have
there,
hope.
yes. Thank you.
We're up 0.4.
Okay. New highs gold, 29.31.
Hope's killed many men.
Still that trend line staring at me on the charts. I still can't get over this. There, if we go over here real quick.
Yeah, let's check out.
I showed this at the beginning, but more people would have joined. But you see this, the wick of the CPI candle come up here. What is that line? Well, that's this line here. We have not been able to get above that during this. Well, we did briefly. I forget what that was. It was on my birthday. Maybe it was just wishing me nice things.
All right, Jack.
But we're down since then. There's not a ton of like the same option activity at 50. People have spread out where it's really we lost that 5600, which is where I was trying to see if it would bounce there. 5500 is huge in the SPX, but as we come down to this 5550 level, so maybe 5555 in the ES, I don't know. I feel good with Jay's short.
Yeah.
I did add a second contract. I'm short from 78 quarter, average 78 quarter.
Yeah, we're
We're
starting to
down
see some
450s
more.
now.
We're
440s.
accelerating here. Dakota, talk to us. What are we seeing here? 19,444.
I'm watching my man Jay over here cook these markets.
So we're coming down to that target area we were talking about in the S&P, Jack. 53s to 60s area. Let's see here.
Hoop's cracking me up today. Go ahead, Jay. New highs gold.
No, I'm about 50% to my target. This is where I'm comfortable, right? If I take 50% of this overall move, good, right? That won't put me on tilt. If I take 10% of it, that's kind of where. So thinking about position management here as we get to these 450s, still seeing some selling. Really, no reason to get out of this trade yet, as long as this momentum continues to the downside. But this trade, most I'm going to lose on this is $70 now.
Order filled.
NASDAQ starting to pick up some selling now. S&Ps as well.
430s.
The CPI high print Jack was talking about, 56 is S&Ps, 56.75. We're now down 100 points off of that print.
Okay, buyer stepped in from those 30s for a moment, for a blink.
Yeah, 55.60. There was a big buyer there yesterday in the S&Ps. We kind of just bounced right off of that. NASDAQ still looks like it has a little bit of room.
I could see us getting back up to those 480s.
Gold just grinding
highs going 55.61, 10% off the all-time high in the market contract. Not the only one.
Interesting.
Pull back here in crude. 20 cents off the highs. $67.57 last trade there. Gold continues to push higher here.
20 points for right back down into this 40s.
Grinding lower.
This isn't panic selling, by the way. As we said, like the VIX, even if it's fake, is only at 26. We got to pump up those numbers as we take out this jabroni with 230 contracts in the ES bid at the absolute low tick of the day.
Jack's been talking about 55.60s all week, really.
Well, it's more 55.55, but with the new option data coming in, it's people are really sticking
order filled
to the 5,500, 5,600. Now, if we got these lows here and consolidated, maybe I would take another chance at it. But
I like this. I am in long from 438 on this practice account, though.
Yeah, I see what you're looking at there, Dakota.
Yeah, you see the support level. It's if we get some type of a bounce or pullback, I'd like to see us get up to these 480s. But yeah, this is risking only 11 points on it. 11 to make 60. We could fall through this. If we fall through this, I see these 380s coming into play, Jay. 380s.
Yeah, I moved my profit target out of the way. I'm going to watch what happens if and when we hit settlement, but I moved that profit target out of the way. If Donnie wants to come in and talk about tariffs.
I have a tight stop, risking only 5 points on this on my end. Yeah, if this fills, 380s. 380s, 390s.
390s. All right. Low day 428. 428.5, I should say. This is NASDAQ 19,428.5. S&Ps. Now we're just in this grind lower mode right now. S&Ps. I mean, the buyers.
Yeah, minus 5 points on that for me. Here we go.
Oh, he goes right.
Okay, we're close
Picking
to
up
the
that steam.
5,500, 550.
Let's see these
All right.
380s, 390s.
DD, if you're listening, we've given back the IB high.
Shit.
So we want to do it.
I'm here, Hope.
Live.
Thinking about dumping this.
Order filled.
Hold it.
Order filled. Right now, looking like there's a pretty weak low here. Was hoping we'd be able to hold that IB high up at 54. Right now, it just looks like excess at the high. Just trying to read the MGI here.
Grinding lower. Equities.
Yeah, we failed to hold any support right there that I was looking at in those 30s. And yeah, I do see 380s, 390s coming into play now.
Accelerating lower now.
JD, I starting to think that these equities falling apart is probably pulling a little bit of pressure down on the crude oil with lower demand, possibly.
Okay. I'll tell you what. I'm working
I'll tell you
a 41. I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what. That's so dumb.
All right. I'm working a 36 hour to get
Put
out.
up if we touch it.
Yeah.
More selling coming in.
Took one off.
I already touched it.
Jay.
We're out. We get out at
Okay.
36 Hogue. Maybe we can look for a better trade location and get back in.
NASDAQ might be turning
Order
negative.
filled.
Oil, crude selling off. Starting to see these sellers accelerate now in the S&P. Sellers accelerating in the NASDAQ now. Not panic selling. Starting to see uptick in the volume to the downside. We're just hitting
There's
bids now.
settlement.
Hitting bids. Oh, what do you got for cumulative delta? We negative? Heavy negative in S&Ps and NASDAQ because we're starting to see this volume pick up. And we're starting to see it in
Yeah,
the
it's
crude oil.
negative 7,200 in the S&Ps, negative
Yep.
4,900 in the NASDAQ.
Yeah, you can feel
All right, we
the
took the
pace.
5550 SPX. Let's
Order
see here.
filled.
All right. I did scale out a 1. We did bounce off a settlement, so that is now I'm going to just continue to trail. I'm out above 430s here.
Yeah, Rod, it's kind of weird. Just a moment ago, we were looking at 760.
Order filled.
Here we are at 400.
Yes, we were. 300 points lower plus. Again, a quick reminder for those in the States, the Euro close is not in 21 minutes. Again, and not in 21 minutes because of the clock change. It is at 11:30 a.m. Central, 12:30 p.m. Eastern, Euro close. Not at the bottom of the hour. It's going to be like that for the rest of the month.
What price did you get, Jay, to close out? Did you get settlement?
Coming your way next time.
No, so I never, like I said, I never have a take profit there. So I start to manage when we hit that target. So I got out at 420s. I took one off at 430 and another one off at 420.
Okay.
So I'm flat plus 670.
Nice trade there. Nice trade. Very professional approach there.
Strategy says
Order filled.
I was talking about a 400 ATR.
Yeah, it does, Jack.
It does.
All right, well, if you guys do jump in, let us know. I'm going to throw it to Eddie. We have some announcements around. We always got announcements here at Top Step TV. We're always bringing some new stuff to you. Eddie, come on in. What do we got for announcements? I'll be back in like 3 minutes, please. Go ahead, Eddie.
Come on in. Well, attention traders, got an announcement for you here today and want to make sure that we get this out to everybody. And I want to make sure that we get these announcements here. Oh, real quick here. I just lost my announcements. I had them. Here we go. Coming up here for today, we've got a casting call. All right, casting call here for us. Real quick here. My goodness, what happened to it? My bad. I just lost them. Oh, geez. Did I just close it out? No, I didn't. Here we go. Casting call. Yes, indeed. Top Step TV. Well, you want to join us here? How about it? And a lot of us are talking smack in the chat. Well, you know what? Let's come on. The door's open. The invite's here. Here's your chance. We're looking for traders to join the show, share their stories, share their success and perseverance. And there's a lot of us here in chat also that participate, share their levels, talk positive. Love to have you guys here with us here. So if you think you got what it takes, by all means, we want you to be a TV star here with us. Fill out this casting call form we're going to be dropping in chat and send us this application. All right, our booking team will be sure to review your submission, and you never know. I mean, we always have some of our friends here, fellow traders, Top Step traders, that join us in some of our segments. How about this? Maybe one day you're on Fast Markets with us. That'd be pretty cool. So consider that. Also, if you love us, you hate us, you're right in between on the fence. How about sharing your thoughts with us? Well, Trustpilot is for you. Yes, we have a Trustpilot. Haven't asked for this one in a while. We encourage everyone to fill out a Trustpilot submission, but only if it's a really good review. Just kidding. We take all the feedback seriously here at Top Step. If you haven't done so already, please just take a moment. Tell us how you're doing. We're going to put that link here in the chat, and would appreciate you filling that out. Takes inside a minute, not even that much. And one final announcement, Alex Ferreira. Yes, he's going to be joining us on Top Step TV again this Friday at 1 p.m. Central Time. Gold medalist and super pike skier and gold trader. Yes, he is trading the gold. Alex is dropping in with an update on the slopes and on the charts. And that's what we've got here. But once again here, please, if you got time, you want to be with us here on Top Step TV, by all means, fill out that casting call form and that
order filled
form also. So that's what I have here. And I'm going to pass this back to Jack. Jack, how's your trade doing?
What's up, my man? We are long 1 ES, it's a little bit in our favor. We're trying to see if we can hold this options level here. If this is, we're in 1 right now. We'll see how it goes. My trading's gone better. It's gone way worse still.
Nice. I did get long NASDAQ at 424. I'm looking for that 3-bar reversal on the 5-minute here after we've just held 400. And like you said, Coach Jay, this is right around settlement.
Yep. Yeah, if NASDAQ can get back above 450s, this looks good back up to 500. There is the reason I got short. There was some volume that came in, and I have a VWAP anchored to that, and it's right at 450 right now.
Order
we get
filled.
A close above that, then we trade right back up to where that selling came in at 500.
Right. On the flip side, if we do start to break through this, I could see this market coming down and testing this week's lows. You know, see 19,200s. If we do start to break through this support that we've made, it'd be pretty interesting to see us break and turn red on a light inflation data reading.
Order filled.
Right.
But that's what the magic T word could bring.
I think the trend held, so we're going lower. But have we got any magic T words today? There hasn't been as many of those.
It's been quiet.
We got a couple of them to start off the morning, and I think, that threw some water on the rally.
Gold is coming up to. Gold has been in this range for the last couple of days, and it's coming up towards the highs of it, 29.35-ish. There was some buying that got absorbed up at those highs. I'm thinking about a potential short in gold here. Not in it yet, but thinking about a potential short in gold.
Failed downside auction. Beautiful.
In crude, you said, Hope?
Traded both sides of the IB, so I don't disagree with potentially back into a range-bound state here. But trade location is everything, right, Jay?
Yep. Yeah, I actually tried to take this trade yesterday and preempted it and just kept getting scratched, taken for scratch. So I'm gonna wait for a little bit more confirmation that buyers are done buying it, and then sacrifice trade location a little bit. But then I think there's room back down to 20.
Would you trade micros or minis?
I think I would take this with minis, where gold is just hasn't been as crazy as the equities, right? It's a pretty standard order book right now.
You do not have any delta convergence in it right now. Positive 650 delta.
You gotta face the mic there,
Your
Hogue.
mic is kind of fading, Hogue.
What is the deal with?
I think you have a screen. So like, is your mic or your screen different location? It's like you're looking away this way, and with the type of mic setting you have.
Is this better?
Worse, actually.
Maybe.
No.
Worse.
No, it's more clippy.
Now.
That sounds
better. Good. It's when you turn away to look at that one screen. If you can do it while keeping your mouth pointed at the old Microo.
Sorry about
let's
that.
Keep, let's keep talking to AV because the trade gets better.
Yeah, I mean, NASDAQ tickled my stop loss by a point, and we were right back up to these 450s. We got the 3-bar reversal at 54. Let's see if NASDAQ could hold up to these 480s, and then I could even see us come back up and test the mid to lower 500s. Mid to lower 500s. Looking at these for the
order
NASDAQ
filled.
To come up and test them.
So I got an offer in gold at 33 half.
33 half. Okay, gold. Yeah, starting to see a little bit of selling coming in. $4 off the highs there. Let's trade 29.31. Jay working offer at 33.
Nice trade here, guys. Nice trade here.
Yeah.
Oh man, look at that! Tons of money just flowing in. Just look at this 100 tick chart, just straight up.
Whoa! Look at that.
That always looks huge on that 100.
Yeah. Yeah, on the 100 tick.
God,
I mean, it's just every 100 ticks just shows the buyers stepping in right there, just buying it up.
Yeah,
we'll right about once NASDAQ got above those 450s, it was time to go. Came right back up to where that seller was at 500 though, and rejected. Let's see if it holds 450s now as a support. But nice trade, Jack. I didn't hear where are you long from in the S&P?
I'm long from 55, 59.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Let's trade 55.71.
If I'm not in position, I'd be looking to buy a pullback on this.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you.
Order filled.
19,470.
60s? Maybe these 60s. I'm gonna add to this position. I'd be adding right in the 60s.
Okay.
Came too quick. Those 60s came and gone real fast. Good trade position does not last.
Can continue to take this higher. NASDAQ. Dow, just no chance. Nothing. Dow's just lower. It's got to hold. SP's got to hold here. 55.70.
Full session VWAP is already all the way up at 592. So if we get it, which sounds far, but 400 also sounded far away when we were selling, and we got there pretty quick.
You said 92s, Jay?
92 is 592, yeah.
Okay. 92, New York, you up. Okay, last trade, 55.70. Let's go test those 92s. We got here 71% long in the ES right now. 66% long in the NASDAQ. Crude, we're out of that crude trade, Hogue?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yep. Did not give us what we were looking for at the top, so strong market would have left single TPOs above the IB high.
Okay, I added to this position. I added at 60s.
Someone in the chat asks, where's OFAC? OFAC will be joining us for power players. Less than an hour. Number 76. I think yes, 76 on the big board. OFAC joining us for power players. Dolby myself.
I'm canceling out offer in gold.
Yeah. Was working 33s. Ticking lower here. 29.30. Let's trade in the gold.
Jay, why did you cancel that offer?
We got about 4 points away from where I wanted to be in, and not really seeing any selling momentum to continue it. Right. If I was in this trade down to these prices, I would want to see sellers step in right here, and they haven't. So just might not be the time yet. Also, gold did this yesterday, and it ranged for 4 hours in a 6-point range.
Order
so I don't want to be in that.
Right.
Yeah.
So just for another reason, I agree with you not taking that trade now, because we've opened above the IB high in this 30-minute period. We've been unable to close out the single TPOs. For now, it's a strong market. You've really got to find some sort of structure before you're going to sell it. Unless we give back that IB high, then you look for a sell on rally. But
I added into those 460s
nice
in the NASDAQ.
Yeah. I'm long 2 ES.
Okay.
Good trading.
Yes.
Blow the house off.
55.73. Let's sure 55.74 now. In the ES.
88 target.
I have 520s. I have 520s for me as a target.
Right. 520s. Let's get through these 500s. Last trade 19,495. Now 96s. Now 15. Now 500s. 506s. Here we go.
Jack, what's your average?
Lower. 55, 65.
I got that.
65.
Okay, I'm going to peel off a couple here at these 520s.
Jack is in the zone.
Yeah, it's like, what was that? Used a goofy
peeled
word
off
earlier
one.
this week. Here you go.
Oh.
Off one now. 50. We probably got around the 80s. 55.77.
Yeah, we just got out 179.5 there.
Nice, Phil. NASDAQ trying to test these 500s again. The 504s. Big Dakota was
we got the
targeting
520s.
We did. Okay, that was your target. You did shave some?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Order filled.
Yeah. The volume on this move up is below average. So I do like that cut, Dakota, where price is going higher, volume's going lower. And they kind of came back up to where the sellers stepped in with some big volume. So nice cut.
Stay right there, Jay. Stay right there.
Yep.
Price is going higher, volume going lower.
Yep.
For those that are asking, what does that mean? What does that mean? Just like very basic level. Not a lot of conviction.
It just
short covering. It's
just could be short covering. Maybe some less conviction. I want to see volume increasing in the direct. Like if price is going up, I want to see volume going up as well, because then that tells me that there's more convinced buyers in the move. A lot of times when we see that divergence, it usually tends to be a reversal when that volume spikes again, right? So the last 6 3-minute candles have been below the volume moving average. And And the last time that happened, when volume stepped in, it was sell side, and they sold it. That doesn't mean that sellers are going to step in here, but I think that's a smart cut, especially because where Dakota just got out of that was where the last real high volume we saw come in, and that was sell side.
Good stuff, Jay.
Into these 520s.
520s, now 527s.
Look,
I closed off most of my position on this.
S&Ps into the 80s now, 55.81. 55.82s now. Eyes are
getting
tiptoeing
into that
into
next
the long.
option range. I want to get above. I want to get into that 5,600.
All right. I grind higher into the 83s now, 55.83. Take a look at the NASDAQ, 19,527, 528 now. 30s just printed.
CPI was soft. You're thinking that. If you're short right now, you're like, look at that move off the number. What if it goes all the way back? And then you go, act like you're a Kathy cartoon.
Did you forget CPI was soft? Come
Oh,
on.
did you forget?
19,000.
We break out of the
5. Yeah. 55.83. Buyers just tiptoeing in here. Making sure the coast is clear. So far, so good. Seeing it reflect in the tilt right now. 80 or 71% long in the ES. See the longs coming in the NASDAQ as well, 68%.
Yeah, just for a little reference, the IPO and the S&Ps was 55.92 and 3/4, or the orders. That can bring a degree of resistance.
Noted.
Coming your way next, James, after this trade. 55.82.
We could be holding this trade for a while, though, so we can do the news or whatever else.
We'd like to do some news. Again, London close is not, Euro close is not in 2 minutes. It's an hour from now. Clock change.
Man.
Jay.
I need to figure out what's going on with me, Andre Hogue.
What?
I've been trading so good when I switch and I start practicing these markets. I think it's, I don't know. I don't know. The past 2 days, it's just, yeah, I lock myself out of my live account, switch to a practice, and then my trading's good.
Order filled. Maybe it's rollover?
Yes.
Maybe something, Hogue.
Dakota, did you get a better read on the markets as we got further away from the open? Did you get a better idea as opposed? I mean, you trade the open, you got aggressive with that 5 lot. The idea was right. Then you switch over to the practice
That's
count.
been my thought as I've been sitting here thinking, just like maybe wait an hour, right? Maybe wait 30, 40 minutes and then say, okay, you know what? Markets are settled down. And then I jump in because I know my slow markets trading has been really good with that, dealing without like all the news, the headlines, the tariff conversation and all that. And it's been a lot more consistent, and that's what I'm thinking. It's just, maybe I should just be one to just, let's wait till after the first 1 hour and then start trading.
Yep. You credit Dakota, constantly working, constantly evolving, constantly adapting.
That's
unfortunately we learned
something I had
hard
to
way
do for years when I first started trading. Dakota was wait till the hour just to get my bearings and to get some sort of reference in the daytime. Look for
And plus,
all right.
Who knows about a 400-point sell-off on, like you said, soft CPI data?
I mean, exactly. Exactly. All right, James, come on in. We'll keep an eye on these trades. You guys are managing. You guys are both long. House account long and Dakota long. House account long the ES, Dakota long the NASDAQ. In the money.
So yeah,
James,
we've locked as James comes in, we've locked in like $1,000 on this trade right now if we get stopped out below the 15 minutes candle. So we're at least back to scratch on my end, which I think will put us up.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Nice.
Jabbing, baby. Jab, jab, jab. Come on in, James. What we got for some more news here on Top Step TV?
That's right, Andre. As always, I bring you the news everybody needs to know to make it through their day. including, did you hear about this one? Have you seen this? Have you heard about it? Scientists trying to bring back the woolly mammoth end up with woolly mice. That's right. That little guy. It's close.
Close
enough.
I mean,
who paid for this?
Woolly mammoth, mouse. They probably both sound like Ray Romano. It is at least a good first step into maybe meeting these creatures again. Saber-tooth tiger on the docket. We all want one of those. Bring back the dodo bird. What else was in that movie, Ice Age? I don't know. But, you know,
Saber-tooth.
This is
John
also how
Leguizamo?
Jurassic Park started. Yeah, John Leguizamo. Yeah, so, you know, and according to the article, they say you're not actually resurrecting anything. You're bringing back the ancient past. So, coming soon to a PetSmart near you, woolly mice.
I'm in.
Our next story, and this next story, you know, you're going to laugh, but I get it. I get it. A woman from the Philippines mistakenly was praying to Shrek for 4 years, thinking it was a deity. And, well, look at him.
Where do you find these?
Look at him. I get it. If I bought that, I'd put it on a mantle and hope good things from it and ask Shrek to bless me throughout my day.
Candle next to it.
Donkey,
well, yeah,
President
look,
Donkey.
Oh,
candle with the Shrek
I don't
statue.
hold my tongue on
Just
any
in time
comments
for
on this
Shrek
one.
Don't
5.
Shrek. Never the donkey.
Movie no one
I can see
asked
the
for.
confusion. Yeah.
I get it, right? Like, let's say you never seen Shrek, you buy this. I don't know. Shrek is love. Shrek is life. It's pretty common knowledge.
You think you
Eddie,
know who you're worshiping and what they look
Yeah.
like.
you would think. I was gonna say, Eddie, this next story is actually for you and me, and anybody
Yeah.
else who wants to enjoy it. But Bigfoot is on his way to becoming the official cryptid of California if a bill passes.
Mm.
Let's do it.
You might know U.S. states, we have official flags, we have official flowers, we have official animals. Why not official cryptids? California wants Bigfoot to be theirs.
Hey,
I'm all
respect.
for it.
Why
I
not?
love this dude.
Yeah.
Why not?
Northern
Look at that thing.
California. I mean, that's where that was from.
Thing's running loose
I,
right there in that picture.
Washington State.
Officially the woolly human.
Well, my
Bigfoot on the
my
move
roommate
there.
in college was convinced that Bigfoot are real. They're migratory creatures and they're always moving. I'm convinced they're real because I hit one with my car back in 1996.
There you go.
And
There
finally,
you go.
a frivolous lawsuit I can get behind. A court in India is ordering a movie theater chain to pay for mental agony. Too many ads. Bring this
Hell
one to
yeah.
the States. How many
Hell yeah.
times have you got to your movie at
Order
4
filled.
o'clock? The movie doesn't actually start until 4:45. Not only do you have to
Ridiculous.
sit through trailers, which I like trailers, but what I don't like are those dumb movie theater ads. Where it's like the couple in the car trying to guess what movie they're going to go to. And then it's like, here's a student film we paid some poor kids out of Tish to make to promise them like a life of riches. But yeah, let's see. The guy paid for a movie ticket at $10. He waited 30 minutes until the movie began, filed the lawsuit, and demanded nearly $570 in damages with $60 for mental agony. The court
Hey.
said, "You're right. That is far too much time to sit and wait for Paddington 2 to
Yeah.
start." Right?
Wow. Okay.
Big win.
Yeah,
I
well,
like them. I mean, everyone I go to the movies with, they're always 30 minutes late, and if it wasn't for them, I probably would miss so many first 30 minutes of the movies. And then when I do make it on time, sometimes when a movie starts, I'm like, oh wow, I forgot we are watching this movie. I forget what we even watch. We see so many ads.
I saw a suggestion once that said they should put a countdown timer on the screen until when the movie begins. So like you have an idea of like,
Ooh,
do I have
power
time
hour.
to go get in line? Do I have power hour?
I like
Do I
that.
have time to go to the bathroom? I'd be for it because you
As
still
a
get the ads.
marketing guy, would you pay as much for ads if people knew when they ended?
Yeah, I guess not.
A captive audience.
Good point.
Devil's in the
Anyway,
detail.
these are the stories you need to know to
Incredible,
make Wednesday
James.
successful. Now,
Woolly
Here.
mice.
in the blink of an
Bigfoot.
eye. Can I snap with this finger?
Yeah.
Bigfoot.
More
Red
like-
string
more like-
boat.
Indian courts
Those are fun.
being down
Thanks, James.
on the
Good
trailers.
job.
Hey, Jack, still creeping higher here. 55.90. 92 was Jay's view app, New York session view app. 55.92. pretty much right
If only
there.
we had a room. If only
That was
we had
actually
one.
in the NASDAQ.
Oh, we got a runner.
Oh man, it was
Keep
the
this
NASDAQ.
runner.
Damn, my
Keep
bad.
this
I
runner.
am. I'm gonna get stopped. So right now, my stop would put us up 1550 on the trade. So we'd be back to green 500. But yeah, I don't see a reason not to trail. Until for me, I might take it off at the other option area. So if it starts getting to like 5600 to 5605, I might cut it so I can go eat something.
Where's the
Hey,
VWAP?
this
All
is
roads.
talking, guys. This is talking.
Oh yeah.
What we got now?
Trump?
Minor. Trump calls the latest inflation numbers very good news. That's what I've got so far. So
Right on.
this might be the beginning.
Buy it.
Let's
And
ride
because
this
of that,
back
here
to
are some tariffs.
Where do we buy it?
yeah. Let's take this to the base of the candle for CPI.
No, I think we might
56.24.
see 20,000. That's the most bullish words I've heard for a while. 20,000.
20,000.
Come on.
Yeah, I got
It's
about
not bad.
400
You
points
can
to
buy
go.
a Tesla Y for $105,000 with my referral code.
He's an affiliate. He's an affiliate.
You gotta hustle.
Hey, crude, absolutely can't knock the hustles, right? Hey, look at crude. Crude turned back up now as the equities have also done the same. Hope did mention when the equities were selling off. Saw crude sell off, but crude now about 7 cents off the highs. 67.
Is the house still long crude?
House,
No, I think
No,
it'll
we
be
flat.
we dumped it.
No.
On, we dumped it on the way down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when it came back inside the IB, we said, all right, probably gonna move rotation.
Oh, we gotta figure out the mic thing. Do me a favor. Talk directly into your mic, the front of your mic.
Hello.
How about
Keep
that?
talking
Hello.
directly into the front of it. So that is a condenser
talking.
microphone. That front
This.
side of it is where you need to be talking. We can change it up
Yeah.
later, but if your mouth isn't there,
Order filled.
we ain't hearing.
This is something new. This hasn't been an issue. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Hogue.
Right now,
Hogue's got morning recap
right now I'm
coming
going to
up.
step away and get ready for the recap.
Yeah. All right, Hogue. See ya in about 20 minutes or so.
Good trading, guys.
All right. I'm out of most of my
Sure.
position.
Later, Hogue.
All rose, George.
Later, Hogue. Well, crap,
Yep.
man.
All roads in the NASDAQ overnight VWAP, 19,587. Pretty much kissed that. Last trade at 19,577. Yeah, still has a
Guess
little work
what?
to go
Gotta
for.
be a meme out there somewhere. Just who else? Who in the chat does that? Right, where you make take a loss in an account that matters, you switch over and you start practicing in an account that doesn't matter, and then you just make money. Up 20,000
Really?
since switching over. That's just exactly like my trading yesterday.
I think Dakota, I think Andre said it too. Just that the first couple of minutes of the New York session have been tough, right? There was a trader that I have in the VIPs. And I looked at his stats. Everything he did in the first 15 minutes was a loser. Literally every trade after that was a winner.
Look at the chat. Everybody in the chat. Everybody's done it. Everyone's been there.
Oh,
been
yeah.
there.
You are the master
No
of the
fear,
slower
no
market.
emotions.
Nice, Jack. Route, Jack.
I cut the
That-
trade right here as we come to the end of fast markets. On a pullback, I
hungry.
might even want to go long.
Okay.
I'm hungry. You trade with your tummy.
That's
I
right.
took the heat. I will now eat the meat.
Jeez. Saying of the day right there.
Oh man.
Gold turning up here. But what was that? Oh, look at that.
Bloody hell.
19,000. Again, 19,587 overnight view up in NASDAQ. Last trade, 562s.
Eat the meat.
S&P still have some work to do to get up to overnight view up at 5606. About 16 points to go there to the upside.
Eat the meat.
This account, the house account, is live, by the way. Live.
Yeah, real
1,200
fills.
bucks. House account is on a heater.
I am. Let's not draw attention to it.
Yeah, just like how I jinxed that
No.
oil trade. I jinxed the oil trade earlier.
Did it?
Yeah, kind of. 55.92. And house account was long from 59s, got out one around 80, and then a little even better than that.
It wasn't
OFAC,
that
everyone's
bad.
last one
We touched it.
It's Arby's. That's what I'm thinking of. I've been thinking, what fast food chain has a slogan similar? It's Arby's. It's Arby's. Isn't that their slogan? Something like that.
Arby's, we've got the
We-
meats.
We have the meats. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need
I
an
tell you what.
endorsement deal for Jack.
We've got the meat. Yeah.
I
Look
went
it
to
up,
Arby's
Arby's.
one time and they said they were out. They were out of roast beef.
Wow,
I
that's a
was
problem.
just mind boggled.
True story. I've mentioned this once before. I've only eaten Arby's once in my life, and I
Nice.
was, I think, 11 years old, and I threw up into a garbage can in the Ogilvy Transportation Center, and I have never eaten Arby's since then.
There
get
goes
back
our
on the horse.
endorsement. There goes our endorsement deal, Jay.
Yep.
I know that Arby's in the Ogilvy.
Is it still there?
Dobie.
I haven't been there in a minute.
Yes, Dobie. I as soon as they were out of me, I took out a loan and just shorted their stock.
Yeah, we got morning recap coming up. We got some hot streak. Hey, let's bring in Jade for some hot streaks. Markets are chilling, so to speak. There's movement, though. Of course, markets come first here. Top Step trades come first here. Top Step TV. We'll show. Is our guy up to 62, JD? Are we up to 62 days in a row for the win streak? Give us the good news.
Yes, we are. We are at 62 days in a row
Right.
on the hot streak. Miguel barely made it. Fought back. He was down a little bit. Came back, made $6. So he's coming off some hot days. He had some quite a stretch of consecutive days over $200. Fought back yesterday to make $6 trading the MNQ. Now it's 62 days worth $5,473. Sivu Kumar is back in play. He likes to come in and make $1,000 or so. Thank you, Eddie. Sivu Kumar likes to come in and makes $1,000 or so and then take a few days off. So he was in the market yesterday, made $890 trading the MNQ to retain his position on the board. 41 days worth $15,287 for Sivu Kumar. Then we've got Corey moving up the list, made $293 trading the micro S&P, now at 35 days worth $14,859. Philip, new to the list, moving up, $264 trading the MNQ, 32 days worth $12,191. And Sukanti, who we introduced yesterday, made $562 trading the NASDAQ, now also at 32 days with $37,214. Philip A. made his way on the list because our friend Sebastian was called up to the live funded account yesterday after a
Order
46-day heater worth more than $15,000.
Order filled.
So congrats to Sebastian, our newest Pro Ball trader from your Hot Streaks list. So
Order
we'll be looking out
filled.
for you, Sebastian. Good luck. Nice job to all these other traders also. What's up?
JD, are we getting Delash
Order
vibes from
filled.
Miguel with the $6, or this is a little bit more above board? What are your thoughts there?
Every once in a while, he'll throw up a small number, but it's usually because he's fighting back from a drawdown.
Okay.
He did a couple $100 on Monday, a couple $100 Friday. He did a couple $100. Just yesterday, he was fighting back from a drawdown. Made $6.
Gotcha.
Monday.
Okay.
So
thanks, JD.
you got it.
Thank you,
All
Jay.
roads to V1.
All roads, George.
All roads.
George.
Here we are.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yep.
VWAP slope is flattened out in the NASDAQ, even the Dow. It's flattened out a little bit as well.
Here.
Yeah. What market?
Either. We came back to the low of that news candle in the NASDAQ 592, right where that VWAP was. Just a decent spot to limit risk, really right above 600s. Kind of losing trade location now, so I'm not going to take it, but just a decent spot to look.
Okay. I'm flat. Okay, I'm ready. Today's Wednesday. I have one more day until Friday. I got to make sure I'm on point for Friday.
Saw that challenge you put out there on
Order
Twitter. To
filled.
Yeah, what are you? You're giving
challenge
away
to
money?
yourself, really.
What are you doing? You're giving away money, I
Yeah.
saw?
No, I mean, tune into Twitter if you want to know.
Order
I'm not going to talk
filled.
too much about it. Focusing on these
Okay.
markets right now. I'm not
Sounds
coming up to
Order
the end.
filled.
Like I said, it's practice.
Order
right?
filled.
I'm not the best. I tell you that. I tell traders that all the time. I'm continuing to learn and try and get better. You guys see everything live here on YouTube. It's all recorded too. Sometimes I even go back and rewatch the recordings just to see like what I'm doing, what my tendencies are, and I even go through. Well,
MP in the
I
chat.
wasn't going to talk about it, but there's MP in the chat. It caught me
Yeah,
off guard.
might as well now.
So, well, MP, MP, if you haven't heard about it, I did post something on Twitter. MP said, match anything I make and we'll give it to our charity. So I am working on my practicing, working on my game, always working on my trading, but I am going to be trading on Friday. And, you know, if I make $5,000, I am feeling, you know, pretty charitable, and I'm going to donate $5,000 in charity out of my own pocket. Depending on, like, yeah, of course,
Order
maybe I have
filled.
a $20,000 day. I don't mind donating any dollar amounts to charity. And MP hopped in on Twitter and said, whatever you make, we're matching it.
Rico in the chat.
Good
Like to
stuff.
make a donation as well. MP, there's MP's charity of choice. Put the link in there. ULI. Very good cause. Good stuff, Dakota. It's about more than just profits sometimes, right?
Yeah, and it's not profits out of the market. It's I do a lot of charity, and it just comes out of my own pocket, and it's not really even tied to trading, Andre. It's to me, I truly believe that you don't need a reason to provide charity. A lot of people wait till Christmas or some special day or special event to do charity. For me, it's just whenever. You don't need an excuse to donate or give back to charity. I would even argue that if charity makes you feel good, that's good enough of a reason to donate to charity. There's no good or bad reason. If you do it, find your own reason.
And if he
MP,
loses, we're not invoicing
MP,
the charity.
That's right. And P, make sure you click like
that
works.
And subscribe. Yes, that's right, Jack. These markets coming up on time here in fast markets. Again, we got morning recap coming up. We got power players. OFAC, I've been seeing a lot of hype in the chat for OFAC. Oh, number 76 on the big board. And Dolby and myself. It's a David Green Wednesday. Latter half of the day.
Market.
I know.
So, market just blew through the
VWAP.
VWAP.
I didn't take that short.
We have a runner, right?
Share.
Thank you, Michael.
I took it off like right a little bit lower than here. But like how you can long a market that's coming down is if you puke. So this is the big level we were watching. This is where we lost money a little bit shorting, but you see the battle happening here. And then we puked like right here. And then we retreated to this level and played the same game, and it worked. So now we're coming back to this 5600. This is an ES chart. 5610 is about where the 5600 SPX is. So now we're at a thing where I'm kind of between, do we short it? Do we long it?
Okay. Go.
All roads.
Oh, hey, Dakota.
All roads.
Dakota, we'll be seeing you in Power Hour as well. Buckle up for that. Who knows what's going to happen in Power Hour? Starts off slow.
Yeah. I'm Power Hour and
nuts.
Working with my VIP team, Pop Squad, and I believe Lunchbox trading today.
Full day of Dakota. A lot of Dakota. Make sure
Yeah,
you catch Jay at the buzzer after Power Hour. And then catch both of these two, Jay and Dakota. The dynamic duo. Slow markets tonight.
Full day for me. Full day. Full head of schedule. You guys are going to be seeing that negative 5,000 P&L flash on the top of the screen throughout the day. Hoping locked in positive so you flash that.
Laughing about it. What are you laughing about? Jack, that no-go zone is right around the 5600s you were saying in the ES?
Yeah, I would F around with taking a small short here. This is cheap. But I'm not gonna, man. We're flat.
Mike.
Got a few minutes left, man.
Are you hungry? Jack needs to eat.
We got to the 600s.
Dakota, in slow markets yesterday, someone asked you about RSI. You don't pay much attention to it. Again, relative strength index. You say it's overextended. That's what made me ask this question. You say it's overextended. Isn't that essentially what RSI shows? Overextended, upside, downside?
I don't know the math behind the RSI, but
Fair enough. I don't
it's based off of it's a mathematical formula, right? That's what prints.
Yeah.
It's a lagging indicator. It takes the data, it prints out the what you see in the RSI. But to me, price action is greater than any indicator to like what are the markets doing. And I mean, there's no indicator that's right 100% of the time. I have a hard time looking at RSI. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It could be very good. I know a lot of good traders that use it, but it distracts me. Indicators distract me. I like charts very naked, and I like to see the pure price action. And I feel like I have a decent understanding that I could look and see, you know what, depending on what time frame you're trading
Order
on,
filled.
because the RSI changes depending on
Order
what time frame you're
filled.
on. If I look at this and I'm looking at, say, this 5-minute chart, I'm going to take a guess. I'm going to be guessing that the
Order
RSI
filled.
is starting to be overbought. And let's put up, because you could start to you could start to have an idea of how the RSI and these indicators are if you've traded for long enough. And yeah, we're at 58.
1,000 lot upside. Yes, 1,000 lot upside.
Yes, there is.
56.03 half.
Oh, they're taking my trade. Oh, he pulled it. Wuss.
Cool.
He heard you, Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, here's RSI. I have RSI pulled up. This is how I sometimes would get frustrated trading RSI. We were overbought right here during the London session this is 4 a.m. Central Time, and look where we were. And so if you're using that as a trade, I know like some traders doing that, and then the market just straight up, right? So I don't know how to use it. Traders could use indicators differently. I don't know. I have no idea. It's just distraction
like
for me.
long-term investing and stuff. I mean, because it goes to whatever your candle is, so you can see the RSI on the daily, for instance, may be helpful. One thing I'll point out is if we blow through these 5600s right here, there are a lot of 5600 puts and a lot of 5600 calls, and if we blow through, there's going to be a lot of buying.
Making new highs.
Divergence. RSI divergence.
Jack.
Let's talk.
Real quick, Dakota, I'll throw it to you. Jack, what you said the bottom of that CPI candle, the ES, you had your eye on that. What price is that again? 56.
Well, on 15 minutes, I mean, somewhere up around, this is a 15-minute chart, so maybe better to look at something a little shorter.
Let's trade
56.25.
25s, okay.
Big eye, we still have that trend up there. If we can take out that longer downtrend, that's muy bueno.
That's 75, 56.75. That was the price Jack came in and showed you on the chart to the tick off that CPI. Dakota, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, tune in for Power Hour. We're going to have David Green, correct? And I believe he uses RSI. So maybe we could have some good conversation if you guys still want to know that.
See how I set that up, Dakota?
I know exactly.
Yeah,
I know where you're
for
going.
sure. Stay tuned.
You're underrated, Andre. The way a lot of people don't realize this, the way Andre sets the ball up for us to, and it's unmatched, RSI. Man. You're unmatched the way you run this.
He's like a prime Steve Nash.
Oh,
just assist after assist.
MP saw Steve Nash out in Vegas actually, picking a soccer ball around.
No,
yeah.
Nelly Furtado
Steve
reference.
Nash, or I mean, I'm from Utah. There's a Utah Jazz player that I could put over Stockton. I'd take.
Yeah, Stockton.
No. You're like LeBron James.
All right. Enough with the play. We're got it. I was just setting this up, and a little talk after a little pillow talk about RSI. Tune in to Power Hour. Nothing hotter than a little RSI talk. Anyways, that's gonna do it now for Fast Markets. We got morning recap coming up. I'm seeing a lot of hype for OFAC in the chat. We trade up with this guy in Power Players. Dobie's going to be joining us. We got Lunchbox Trade, more Dakota, more Crochet at the buzzer. Jack, nice trading. Go get something to eat. We got morning recap coming up next. We got a lot more coming out. Markets are starting to rally up here. Can we get back up to the 56, 75s
Order
and
filled.
S&Ps? Stay tuned. You know anything can happen. Lunch hour trade has been wild lately. Top Step TV, let's go today. Come on.
All the profile is a distribution curve that allows you to organize the market's continuous two-way auction process. To form a distribution curve, you need a constant and a variable. Time is the constant on the horizontal axis, and then we compare price, the variable, to the constant. That gives us a better idea of what the market is doing. So when the price is going higher and you're getting increased volume, that's a healthy volume. When price is going higher, you're getting less volume. By organizing the information this way, that tells us what the composite view of the market is at that point in time.
Order filled. 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 Order filled.